Hi, Jim Van Zandt here, one of the pastors, Carlisle United Methodist Church, with Sermon in 3 minutes. Some of you may remember a tragic shooting that occurred not far from here in Lancaster County, the little town of Nickel Mines, when a man burst into an Amish schoolhouse and shot 5 Amish girls and injured 5 others. I remember watching a PBS news broadcast at the end of that week where Ann Taylor Fleming talked about how she was overwhelmed and even overcome at the amount of forgiveness that was being lifted up by the Amish community for the shooter and the situation. I know a little bit about Amish faith and theology. It's a simplified Anabaptist faith, which says it's not enough to follow Jesus, you have to be like Jesus, especially over this issue of forgiveness. Just as Jesus said from the cross, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." The Amish theology teaches forgiveness is not an option. That flies in the face of the world we live in, because the world we live in is full of revenge and punishment to get back at people. Unforgiveness seems to be the watchword of the day. What kind of movies would Hollywood make if they didn't make movies about revenge and getting even? And yet Jesus makes it very clear. Some of the severest punishment that Jesus ever offers from his mouth is in the parable of the unforgiving servant, and that's found in Matthew 18. It's very clear in that lesson, if we refuse to forgive, we will not be forgiven. It's pretty much, here it is, here it is. This is the way it is with Jesus. It's kind of different that we hear that from him. And so we understand that we who are going to follow Jesus, we need to be like him as well, and this issue is forgiveness. We've been doing a series of messages for the summer called the Freedom From series. How to get free from some of those things that trap us all, things like guilt and resentment, fear of death, things of that nature. This message I delivered wasn't so much about getting free from something as it was about getting free to do something, free to forgive, to get free from those urges of revenge and getting even, in order that we might forgive others and follow the command that Jesus gives us to do. Now, you and I can't do that on our own. Clearly, we don't have all the human tools we need to do that. Some of the punishments and things that you and I have suffered along the way are truly very, very deep, and we need God and we need God's Spirit to do that. That's the wonderful thing. God promises to forgive, help and lead us to forgive when we can't do it. Interesting thing about life is once we're able to forgive other people, things in the world are so much different. We set ourselves free in the process. God wants us to be free from everything. He's promised to make us free indeed. All we need to do is stay close to him. If you're feeling the urge for revenge and have unforgiveness in your heart, take some small step today to release that. Just release that to God. Simply say, "Oh God, I can't forgive. I don't have the tools. Please give them to me." Keep after that for 30 days. Make that your prayer for 30 days and then see where you are. I know your life will be so much better. This has been Sermon in 3 minutes. God bless your day. Come visit us sometime.